Wow. Look at this poor avocado tree. Look at this thing. It's growing pretty much horizontally out of the ground here. Brought some fertilizer over to it for the first time ever. Actually, I didn't. I fertilized the Fuerte over there. This one's never had fertilizer. And it's like, it just looks like it's just gonna fail, you know? But then it doesn't. All it does is just continue to put out fruit every year. And October is the time where the Mexicola is ready to go. So I'm over here to pick my bounty. And as you can see, let me show you. Look how much water I give it. Look, I've given it none. I've watered some of my trees over there. Deer ate all the drip lines. They're all messed up right here. So I gotta redo them. So I can reach the hose over to some ones over there. I've been giving them water, but this poor guy's gotten zero, which I feel bad about, but I just, you know, if I wanna help you guys get all your gardens straight, that takes a lot of time, keep the nursery running. I've got a lot of projects going on and I still haven't gotten this done. Of course, this is the end of I planted this tree probably 20 years ago. That's pretty much the beginning of this nasty drought that we're in now. And the last 4 years has been especially bad. And yet this tree is just chilling, hanging in here on the south-facing slope in clay soil in Contra Costa County on a Lafayette hillside at about 500-foot elevation above the valley floor. Of course, this one's so hardy it could probably handle the cold of the valley floor. But anyway, I feel really bad. I'm sorry. It's got this big gouge in it down here. I'm not sure where that came from. But it just continues to roll. And what does this tell you, though? Like, on a slope like this that I could barely walk on, there's no water retention or anything going on here. It just shows you how tough these trees really are and how they can fruit. I mean, imagine if I gave it some care, what it would do. It's just remarkable that it just gives me as much fruit as it does without any kind of help from me. All I do is take. But I'm gonna take some more, but I will eventually. It's what you want to like knock your dead wood down, let it decompose, it becomes fertilizer. Just knock it off. It'll drop it off eventually on its own. You could come up here and prune it real good, but I don't. But yeah, there it is, you know. Still putting fruit out after all these years, no fertilizer ever, and no water. And I could barely even stand out here. It's that slippery, and I feel bad. I don't want to climb it because it's it's leaning so hard. I'll have to get the pole picker out. But there you go, guys. Mexicola. You're gonna start picking those things in September, October, November, and these are probably, it's the hardiest avocado that we sell. It's probably hardy to 18 degrees. And here's a big one. See how big they are. Get the sun. There's sun. Here's some sun. See how big it is. And that's probably the biggest one you can expect right there. If you fertilize it, they'd be bigger. And then of course there's smaller ones mixed in. Here's a smaller one. All the avocado trees are going to have variability in their size, so just expect that. Anyway, I would say just give it really good conditions, and maybe you'll get even more fruit than I get here. And you won't feel as guilty as I do about how it's like laying on the street. You won't feel as guilty about as I do. So that's it. Mexicola Grande. Come on down to Golden Gate Palms. We sell these things all the time. And we can keep you well fed, even if there's a pandemic, a economic meltdown, or just general apocalypse. Keep that in mind.